topic is resource-oriented scheduling. Resource-constrained scheduling should be applied whenever there are limited resources available for your project and the competition for these resources among the project activities key. In effect, delays are liable to occur in such cases as activities must wait until common resources become available. To the extent that resources are limited and demand for the resource is high, this waiting may be considerable. In turn, the congestion associated with this wait represents increased cost, poor productivity, and in the end, project delays. The simplest form of resource-oriented scheduling is a reservation system for a particular resources. In this case, competing activities or users of a resource pre-arrange use of resource for a particular time period. Since the resource assignment is known in advance, other users of the resource can schedule their activities more effectively. The result is less waiting or queuing for a resource. It is also possible to integrate a preference system within the reservation process so that high priority activities can be accommodated directly. For example, a recent construction project for a high-rise building complex in New York City was severely limited in the space available for staging materials for hauling up the building. On the 4 building sites, 38 separate cranes and elevators were available, but the number of movements of men, materials and equipment was expected to keep the equipment very busy. With the numerous subcontractors desiring the use of this equipment, the potential for delays and waiting in the limited staging area was considerable. By implementing a crane reservation system, these problems were nearly entirely avoided. The reservation system required contractors to telephone one or more days in advance to reserve time on a particular crane. Time were available on first come, first served basis. Penalties were imposed for making an unused reservation. The reservation system was also computerized to permit rapid modification and updating of information as well as the provision of standard reservation schedules to be distributed to all the participants. Scheduling with the resource constraints and precedents. First, there are two problems arise in developing a resource constraint project. The first, it is not necessarily the case that a critical path schedule is feasible because one or more resources might be needed by numerous activities. It can easily be the case that the shortest project duration identified, the critical path scheduling calculation is impossible. The difficulty arises because critical path scheduling assumes that no resource availability problems or bottlenecks will arise. Finding a feasible or possible schedule is the first problem in the resource constraint scheduling. Of course, there may be numerous possible schedules which conform with the time and resource constraints. As a second problem, it is also desirable to determine schedules which have low cost or ideally the lowest cost. A simple modification to critical path scheduling has been shown to be effective for a number of scheduling problems and is simple to implement. For this heuristic procedure, critical path scheduling is applied initially. The result is familiar set of possible early and late start times for each activity. Scheduling each activity to begin as its earliest possible start time may result in more than one activity requiring a particular resource at the same time. Hence, the initial schedule may not be feasible. The heuristic proceeds by identifying case in which activities compete for a resource and selecting one activity to proceed. The start time of the other activities are then shifted in later in time. A simple rule for choosing which activity has priority is to select the activity with the earliest CPM late start time among those activities which are both feasible and competing for resources. This decision rule is applied from the start of the project until the end of each type of resources in turn. Use of advanced scheduling techniques. A variety of special techniques have also been developed to address specific circumstances or problems. With the availability of more powerful computers and software, the use of advanced scheduling techniques is becoming easier and of a greater relevance to practice. These techniques address some important practical problems such as scheduling in the face of uncertain estimates on activity duration, and integrated planning of scheduling and resource allocation, and scheduling the unstructured or poorly formulated circumstance.